Hello people of YouTube, welcome back to Skull of the First Sin. We just beat Lost Center and upgraded our weapons, making them do more damage. We're going to level up a bit more because I still have a few extra souls on me. Let's buff my strength again, that works. And this time, in this episode, we're going to start on a new journey towards another primal bonfire. Some of you may remember a few videos ago, I went ahead and went over to this area known as Huntsman's Copse. Once it loads, we can see Huntsman's Copse. And this is where we will start our journey today. So first off, I'm going to talk to Falcon real quick. See if there's anything useful I can buy from him right now. There's a couple things I can buy. Go ahead and buy Dark Orb. I'm also going to buy this. Ring of Life Protection. There are some moments in this game in which I legitimately will die tons of times. I know one boss in particular I am going to get killed by more times than I care to really admit. The boss is a pain in the butt. I don't like it. And I've never managed to beat it without dying at least one time against it. No matter how many times I play this game, that one boss is always the bane of my existence. In this game, at least. Anyway, now I'm gonna go ahead and shoot down this butterfly because it's annoying. And all it does is spew poison everywhere. I'm trying not to get poisoned here, game. Still not happy they added all these poison butterflies to this area. There only used to be like maybe one. Okay, and now, let's see if I can do this without dying. Whee! I survive! But unfortunately for this guy, he is not going to. Now, this is another instance in which something's going to take me a while to kill. I actually forgot that it was a basilisk down here. In the original game, it was a different enemy, but in Skull of the First Sin, nope, we get basilisk instead. And hey, what do you know? I actually hit its tail from here with my pyromancy if it would sit still, or if my character would actually aim it properly. God damn it! Just shoot it. So yeah. So this path is going to take us a while to get through. Mainly due to the fact that there are 4 locations along this path. Along with about 6 or 7 bosses on this one path in the game. So this could take a while for me to get through. But it will be a fun time. To be honest, this path is probably one of my favorite paths in the game. Okay, I'm gonna try something here. Lunging! That works. Oh, whoa. Okay. That could have been seriously bad. I forgot you were down here. Oh, I so could have gotten myself killed there. And we find a Ricard's Rapier, which, all in all, is a neat, unique weapon, but to be perfectly honest, it's not a very helpful one. What makes the weapon kind of cool is that it's got a special attack. If you have enough dexterity to use it, it can be pretty powerful. Its basic attack works like any ordinary rapier. But while with normal rapiers, you get a parry, Ricard's Rapier gets that. Which it can be somewhat useful, but if an enemy happens to block it or quickly and easily dodge it, it's not too helpful. Also, obvious hidden door is obvious. Yeah, I don't know why they bothered making that a hidden door and why they didn't just make this an open pathway. And for some reason there are undead that just hang there. If you want to, you can be a jerk and shoot them down. I've done it. It's pretty fun. Anyway, we'll continue onward and we have a door. Another obvious hidden door. Now this obvious hidden door actually used to always irritate me because this area, as you saw, I jumped down onto the mushrooms in the cave. If you don't jump down the mushrooms, you end up outside this building. In fact, you end up outside that door up there. If you choose not to enter the cave. Or go down into the cave like I did. Also, speaking of hanging undeads. Oh wow, where'd you come from? You know what? Burn. Ah. Nah, but if you choose not to go down the cave, then you would end up going in through that door and coming through here. Now, the thing that's always bugged me is that when I first played this game for the very first time, the original Dark Souls 2, I got to this room and I found where that hidden door was. I could tell plain as day it was a hidden door. The game did not do a good job hiding it. The problem I had was that I couldn't open it, and I couldn't figure out how you were meant to open it. Until I found out about the chest and stuff that was below the, in the cave. Until I learned about that, I didn't know anything was down there. And as a result, I never found how to get to that door, and it had always irritated me. Also, you can break these to get more light in the room, if you're having difficulty seeing in here. But yeah. But so it had always irritated me seeing the hidden door and knowing I couldn't open it. Only for me to eventually figure out about the area down below in the cave and find out, oh hey, that's where the door leads. It was just one of those things that always bugged the crap out of me. So, yeah. So, we'll come down this ladder. And there's a shortcut here. Now, I'll be perfectly honest, I've never understood why this is a shortcut. Because there's a bonfire, literally, right next to it. Nightmare Sama. And then thanks to some videos I've seen, I found out, hey, there's an area down here too. Again, another area I had never found on my own. Mainly because I made it a kind of rule of mine when playing these games to not jump off cliffs. Because it kills you. Most times. But you come through here and it's nothing too glorious, but it's still something you can get. Oh, there's an item over there. Going for it. No! Damn it. Oh well, probably just more poison moss from one of the butterflies. And so once again, we take up the little cage elevator. I've never understood why these elevators are a thing. It's like, hey, you can barely fit in here, and your hat glitches through it, but this is your elevator. It's like, okay. But yeah. So this area is quite interesting. Yep. Anyway, so come back down here, and I guess this would be a good reason for that to be a shortcut, but it always just seems pointless to me. But hey, it works. So, now I can go through here. And that guy, yep. He sometimes jumps down, not always. So now we'll actually progress into the actual main section of Huntsman's Copse. With all of the undead and torch guys. Yay, torches. And then we've got this guy here. Dab. Now if we come down here, I wonder if I'm the right level for him to spawn. There he is. Our first invasion by Forlorn. Forlorn himself is an interesting addition to Skull of the First Sin. The essential idea of Forlorn is that he is a NPC summons, or an NPC invader, I should say, that is dead set on killing you. Oh, and he does a pretty good job of it too, sometimes. Not always. I don't normally have this much trouble with Forlorn, but he is a pain sometimes. Mainly because for the most part he doesn't drop that damn fucking sword of his from being in defense mode. Plus the poison freaking butterflies makes this even more annoying. But Forlorn himself is not too hard. The basic idea is that he can hunt you down in every location. Literally every area of the game has a location Forlorn can invade you in. And now Forlorn's dead. Ooh. But yeah, so every area has a location where he can, and if you're within level range, will invade you. However, you have to be around the right level, just like any other normal invasion from an actual player. You have to be within the right level range to invade a person. Same rule applies to Forlorn for some reason. I'll be honest, I've never understood why he has a level cap for when he can invade and whatnot. But he does, and if you happen to be within that range, he can and will invade you. And every time you kill him, you all might remember Strayed back in Lost Bastille just before Summer's Rise. Strayed is he has the ability to, every time you kill Forlorn in a location, he will gain a new piece of Forlorn's armor set to offer you. It's actually a really cool armor set. He can also offer you Forlorn's weapons. Bashful Ray. Never found you before. Cool. Anyway, but so Forlorn's a very interesting encounter, mainly because of the fact that you can encounter him so many times in the game. I mean, he's more frequent than any other enemy in the game. But if you're over or under leveled for the area, he won't invade you. So like, for example, considering that he invaded me here, I'm within the right level range the game intends you to be for Huntsman's Copse. These undeads here have always bugged me about Skull of the First Sin. They don't respawn when you kill them. They're one of the few enemies in this game that don't. They're incredibly fast. And if I remember correctly, all they drop is like a smooth, silky stone upon their deaths. Thing is, you do something like this, you can... What the? Okay, I was about to say you can intercept their pattern. I know they just dropped a life gem. Yeah, but you can intercept their pattern. They'll always run in the same pattern, though I think I glitched him when I shot him with the arrow and knocked him off the edge. But they'll always run in the same pattern, so you can eventually chase them down and cut them off if you know where they're running to. And then down here, we're gonna have a bit of a jerk that I'm gonna have to kill. I wonder how much I can get damaged with my fire. Ooh, actually quite a lot. Oh, well, it was quite a lot until you put the shield up. Drop the shield, jerk. Fine. Great. Yep, I drew his aggro too. Just get out of the way. You're not my opponent. And right there, we kill that guy. Get a soul spear, monastery charm, poison moss and green blossom, and in here we get a very special item known as sublime bone dust. Very cool item. Now, right here in this area of Huntsman's Copse, there's actually a crossroads. In this direction, if you follow the path, you'll go up to there, where there is a really annoying boss. A boss that I plan to tackle at a later time, simply because it's so annoying. This area over here is completely optional. There's nothing necessary along this path. However, I do want to go and grab an item that's in this area. Plus, I was about to say, if I didn't almost get killed by this jerk, that these guys here actually drop a decent amount of souls. But since he wants to be a jerk, I couldn't say that. Just trying to sing their praises, and they want to kill me for it. 666 damage. That just proves to you how evil these guys really are. Haha. Anyway, so we'll continue up this path, and it's the item I want to get is that shiny over there on the cliff. It's not a hard item to get to, but it does have one of these guys and a skeleton guarding it. Which, skeletons are not hard, but they are very annoying. And over here we have the notched whip, which I like. I like the whip weapons. I tried them once and they actually do really good damage. But anyway, now that I have that, we can move on to the main path of the area. And just so you know, in case you're playing the game and you want to try and get a bunch of achievements and stuff, you will, if you intend to get all the achievements or trophies, whichever version you're playing, you will need to take that path, because your the item you get for defeating that area is one of the covenants. One of the actual major covenants for online play. So, if you're looking to do a lot of PvP and online stuff, you're going to want that covenant there. Essentially, that covenant over there is the direct opposite of the Blue Sentinels that we met all the way back in Hate's Tower of Flame. Now we'll come over here, and I'm going to make this video a little extra long just so we can get to this bonfire. I want to get to this bonfire first before we end off the episode. Just because it'd be a bit easier that way to have the checkpoint. Though if I do die, we will end the episode there. Mainly because it's just easier to end the episode after a death rather than replaying an area for a while. Though if I do die, I will get back to where I died off screen, just so you don't have to see me replay that same area over again. Now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to use a repair powder just so that my sword's fully repaired, because Merciless Rowena is right up here, guarding the key we need for that bonfire. Only thing is, you can pick it up and move away. But I want to go ahead and kill Rowena. So, we're getting 2 Dark Spirit kills in a row. I do want to say one thing. If you are doing, say, the Champion's Covenant, these 2, Forlorn and Merciless Rowena, will count towards Dark Spirit kills in the Champion's Covenant. That being said, they will also become stronger via the Champion's Covenant. So, kill Rowena. She didn't drop any of her stuff. Which is another thing. Most of the Dark Spirits like that, like Rowena, and I believe some of the others that we've seen in the game already, can and will drop their items at a very, very low chance of dropping them. They don't drop them very often, but they can drop them, and they are pretty powerful. Some items can only be obtained via that way. So, we've made it to the 3rd bonfire in Huntsman's Copse. We're over halfway done with the area, and we will end it off there. So I hope you had a good time, and I hope to see you in the next video. So long.